Okay, great. So just to move on to a few of the kind of expertise areas in software. So the fantastic thing about visual effects and software for visual effects is the scale of the operation. As I mentioned, MPC is one of the largest visual effects studios in the world. We've got 4 studios around the world, and any of those studios could be considered a large visual effects studio in their own right. When they're combined together, that it's a phenomenal scale of operation, and we have opportunities in many different areas and many different backgrounds. So any kind of technology background is interesting to us, and just some of the areas that we're looking for um, expertise in. Modern web tools is some area that we're very focused on right now. We have large tool sets that are focused on production tracking, scheduling. We have lots of human and technical resources to schedule. So all of our scheduling and tracking tools are written in very modern web frameworks, and there's definitely a big demand for that here. Maths, application of maths and physics and simulation. It's one of the engineering disciplines that really does get to utilize any maths or physics background. We do a lot of physical simulation of destruction, simulation of water, simulation of explosions, volumetrics, smoke effects, cloth solvers, and fur dynamics. So raw application of maths and physics there. That it's very very interesting work and very gratifying, because you see the graphical output of that work as well, which is very rare in some of the applications of that work. So really interesting, and a lot of people that are in the software engineering team have a very strong maths degree or PhD in maths or physics, and it's a fantastic asset and a great outlet for that skill set in a professional environment. Again, geometry processing. A lot of our work involves efficient handling of massive data sets. Some of the data sets that we have to deal with are, terabytes of data that we have to process and pass through the pipeline. So efficient handling of geometry, whether that's reducing complexity or increasing detail. So again, another very creative outlet for a very technical low-level skill, which is always a very nice application of your skills. People that are confident with writing and interacting with APIs, certainly very attractive to us. We will talk about this in a moment, about how we link together all of our applications, but suffice to say that a lot of our technology is built around APIs and a plugin based architecture. Light transport, I've already mentioned that briefly in the shader writing skill set, but again, a very creative yet technical discipline. Understanding how light interacts with surfaces in the real world is exceptionally important, and how we model that in visual effects and in CG is a specific skill set that we look for coming into software. Python and C++ are two of our biggest languages. There are others that we use, but the expertise that we hope to bring in are people who are strong in Python, C++. We also use Lua. We also use some of the web tools and frameworks, and some in-house kind of libraries and languages that we've developed. But predominantly Python and C++ is what we're looking for here. Real-time rendering. People that come across from games into the visual effects industry are exceptionally important, as film tends towards trying to increase its efficiencies in the rendering space. We look to inspiration from the games industry and how they're able to deal with the complex challenges that they have there. Linux, all of our studio runs on Linux with a few exceptions, but we look for Linux talent in both our infrastructure engineering and our software engineers. So we're expected to develop software for Linux. So a good understanding of Linux is exceptionally important in visual effects. Not just MPC, Linux is the standard operating system across all visual effects studios. Data processing, what we might call a pipeline in visual effects, which is the data being passed between application to application or between artist to artist. We have artists working from London, Bangalore, Vancouver, Montreal. They need to share data. That data might need to be accessible in one location one morning, and then by the evening it needs to be in a different location it might need to be passed from artist to artist and full circle. So we have a lot of strain on our tools, and we do a lot of work to process that data efficiently. And we need analytics. Again, another strong skill set to bring to the team here is an analytical kind of background and understanding how to measure and document some of the data that we're working with. So very important skill set. UX and UI designers, we've started branching out into that world for our internal tools, where we're trying to provide that next level of polish to the artists. We've got so many clients using our tools in-house now that we really need to keep up the level of polish and make sure they're easy to use. So bringing people in that have got that user experience background is really important for us, and we've had great success there. So we're looking to continue that as well. There are many other skills, too many to list there, but I think that's the main ones that we're looking for, and the main opportunities in terms of backgrounds to come into software. So I'm going to talk a little bit about our tools that we've developed at MPC. MPC's got a very strong legacy of technology innovation, and we've been doing this, in some way or shape or form for the last kind of 25 years. Visual effects for film more recently. But we've had a good chance to build up an exceptional portfolio of proprietary software. Our in-house engineers are responsible for this. So people coming into the team have the chance to contribute to or create the next generation of tool sets. Just some ones to highlight here, and all of this is available on the website. There's fantastic show reels that showcase all of this that you guys should check out. It's really inspirational stuff. We've got Kali, which is our in-house destruction toolkit. Recently awarded the Technical Achievement Oscar, the SciTech Award at the Oscars. I think it was last year or the year before. So that's an amazing achievement for us here. A lot of the work that went into that was done in Vancouver, and it's been used on many films since. And it's how we destroy buildings, it's how we tear down bridges, it's how we shatter wood, how we blow apart boats. It's how we destroy the real world, basically, that people have spent so much time lovingly creating. We just tear it down with that piece of software. And that's physics inspired, lots of maths there, lots of low-level C++ engineering. Also, pipelines to surround that and make that artist friendly. But that's a key tool for us. Another one is Alice. Alice is our crowd simulation software. So we have AI systems at MPC that allow us to control agents and populate large-scale environments with animals, humans, any kind of flocking type behavior that we need to implement would go through Alice. And again, that's all in the house and all proprietary software that we built and maintained at MPC. And again, very key tool that's used on every movie that we work on, and all definitely very successful project. Muggins, our in-house core data library, been in use for a long time at MPC. It's grown with the company. It's allowed us to grow to where we are today. But again, it's just a good example of the kind of technology levels that we're at in MPC. Very mature, very stable toolkits that we've been working on for a long time, and have provided the backbone for our pipeline for many, many movies. Too many shots to count. To a slightly different approach here, we've got Pronto, Amanda, and Tessa. So the Pronto is our scheduling toolkit. All of our modern web frameworks are built around Pronto and its ability to schedule work and log tasks that need to be completed. So that's all kind of web-based development. So a different skill set there. Amanda is our Python service-based architecture. So allowing our architecture and infrastructure to scale to the size that we need. We have this amazing piece of kit called Amanda, which allows us to support such high demand, high throughput data when we've got thousands of requests coming through for data, and that distributes it around the world. And it's a really innovative platform. It allows the developers to write tools and not have to worry about the lowest level of our database infrastructure. More talks are available on Amanda online. If you search for that, we presented it at PyCon, I think before. So lots of resources available there, and a really amazing toolkit that we've developed in-house. Lots of other things to mention there. Ranging from the front end, the Python kind of world, back into the lowest level maths and simulation engines. We've got PAPI, which is our rigid body dynamic system, We've got volumetrics toolkits, which allows us to do these amazing simulations of cloud smoke explosions. And again, this is all proprietary in-house technology that we've developed, and it's been production proven for many years now. So yeah, just Ripple is an interesting one to know. That's a system that we use for integrating our render farm. So I mentioned this huge resource that Visual Effects uses for its rendering, and Ripple is our in-house system for managing and abstracting how you put jobs onto the farm. So an exceptionally powerful concept, data flow through the system. And the other thing that MPC does really well is we integrate third-party software into our pipeline by extending these toolkits with our award-winning software that we've just demonstrated there. All of those pieces of kit integrate into these applications. We do that really successfully. So we use Maya, Katana, Nuke, Houdini, Mari, Fabric is something we can talk about a bit later. But all of these applications get linked together through MPC's proprietary pipeline, and all of our tools are effectively working towards presenting a really streamlined and easy to use kind of framework for the artists, so they feel comfortable and they can use all of these tools to the best of their ability. So I think it's just really important that that's one of the things that we do really well here. So we expect people that are coming into the software engineering department to have some understanding of these applications. They all have their own APIs and SDKs to develop for. And we utilize those on a daily basis. So for people that are thinking of getting into the industry, it's these are all available as learning licenses, free of charge for people to go and download these. You get basically a free copy, and you can go and explore and play around with those. And it's it's the best place to start if you're thinking about getting into this industry. It's downloading a copy and just seeing how it works, reading the documentation, having a look at some tutorials. Some other things to mention here is USD and Fabric. USD is a library from Pixar, an open source library from Pixar. And Fabric is a third-party application system that we're integrating into MPC now. It's a visual effects platform. Again, guys can go and check it out. You can download a copy for free. There's aspects of it that are open source, so you can go and understand what's going on. And it's a fantastic modern platform. It's got its own language, KL, which is a domain-specific language that allows you to target the GPU or the CPU for easy optimization and parallelization of your work. And we're really excited about that. It's a node graph paradigm, so we're trying to integrate that into the next generation of MPC's software and technology stack. So we're really excited about that software. So yeah, go and check that one out and see what's possible. So I'm here from Vancouver. I just wanted to talk quickly about what we do in Vancouver. We have a good software team in Vancouver, a large software team, systems team. All of those production kind of facing engineering teams also represented here in Vancouver. We work on many movies here in Vancouver that are local to Vancouver and shared around the world. So a fantastic place to work. You've obviously got the mountains and the scenery and the outdoor lifestyle that Vancouver offers. Yeah, a very high-tech industry. There's many visual effects companies in Vancouver that offer fantastic opportunities for growth and career development just around the corner. And Vancouver is a great place to be for talent and opportunities, and working on all the latest movies that are going through the visual effects studios. We've got a really nice office here in Vancouver, and it offers a great kind of work-life balance in terms of big city living and the chance to work on some amazing projects. Montreal, we also have the Montreal office that I'm kind of responsible for as well, recruiting software engineers into Montreal. Montreal's our newest studio, as I mentioned, and we're trying to grow that team there. So fantastic opportunities in Montreal right now. For many positions, pretty much open across the board for people to get interested in that. We've got lots of different levels, skill sets from junior to lead developer positions. And that's where we're really looking to grow our software engineering team for MPC right now. We've got many big movie projects going on in Montreal, and lots of opportunities to grow with the company. Again, a fantastic city and an amazing place to get involved in some amazing work. Lots of technology companies again, a bunch of other visual effects studios and animation studios, lots of game studios in Montreal. So it really is a high-tech location. And yeah, the studios there are brand new. MPC studios are fantastic. And yeah, the kitchens are amazing. I'm kind of jealous of that, that location. But yeah, absolutely, amazing opportunities in Montreal. Take a look at the website and see what's going on there for MPC, and all of the information is available online. So questions, I think that really brings you to the end of my presentation, and gives you hopefully an introduction to what MPC is about and what the film opportunities are for people with a technological kind of background and expertise. So I'm happy to answer any questions if there are any.
Yeah, so take a look some of the questions you guys may have sent in. Well, we were prepared for this. So we'll touch on some of the more common questions that come up in regards to tech roles in the film industry. So
absolutely, yeah.
One of the more common ones is, can I move into the VFX industry from another industry?
Yeah, I mean, that's very common. We see people come across from games industry. We see people come across from a more traditional software engineering background. People are obviously very passionate about movies. They want to work in this industry for a reason. That's why we're all here, because it's a cool outlet for our talents. So lots of people do come from outside of that industry, and we provide the kind of, understanding. We'll train you up on what it means to work in visual effects and what the pipeline is. But yeah, we've had great success from people from games wanting to try something different, and yeah, lots of people from like electrical engineering is a very common one, which is interesting.
Yeah, sort of piggybacking off of that, but in regards to training and relocation, what does MPC offer? I can probably touch on relocation.
Yeah, sure.
In terms of training.
Training, we offer. MPC's doing fantastic work in terms of training right now. We have something called the MPC University, which is offering continued learning throughout your career at MPC. So that just recognizes that there's always something that you can be doing to improve and develop your skills. So we offer software developers or people that come into the engineering kind of technology family at MPC to go through any of these training courses. It's a self-taught deal. We offer you the comfort and the time to look into those courses. We also try and offer our new developers to come in and sit with what we call the MPC Academy, which is what we offer our newest level of artists, and offering the developers to go and sit in and work with the artists and get some of the training that they receive is something that we work really hard to do, and make sure that they understand how the artists are working, get close to the tools, and pick up the skills that way.
In terms of relocation, we offer a lot of that. Obviously, it's a very case-by-case basis, depending on, number one, where you're coming from, number two, where you're hoping to relocate. We've had people think about going to Vancouver who may have decided later on, after talking to us, that a position in Montreal might be something they're more interested in. So the golden rule here in regards to getting in is just applying online. The best place to go is our portal, MPC Jobs and Films. For both Vancouver and Montreal, we have a number of software and other technology-related roles that you can apply for, and that is the best way to get your application seen. And from there, we can start the conversation about relocation. Probably the big and final question that we can sort of tie together is career progression and mobility in regards to working in other studios, and maybe just a bit about the environment in general.
Absolutely, yeah. So I mean, career progression, it's a fantastic place to either start or develop your career. Visual effects in general is fast-paced. There's always some new challenge in technology. Lots of studios are competing for expertise, so there's always demand for talented people, and that drives us to create good opportunities for you to stay at the company. But also, if you're looking to build your career, there's fantastic places to go after you've committed some time to a couple of different places. You've got fantastic opportunities at world-class studios all around the world. The opportunities for travel are also sometimes overlooked in visual effects. It's a very global industry. So, industries spans from kind of every corner of the world. So it's good opportunities for those that like to travel and work together. So that's great. I think it's probably one of the most innovative environments to work in terms of something that blends creative output and really intensive technical development. We have huge constraints in terms of the amount of data that we have to send through, the time it needs to be processed in, the quality of the look. This is photoreal work. We cannot allow anything less than the very best of our work to be shown on screen. So I think in terms of that environment, I can't think of too many other places that offer the challenge, but yet the kind of satisfaction of seeing the work that you've contributed to on the big screen, and seeing your name in the credits, or talking about your work to your friends and family afterwards. It's a great feeling, and everyone kind of strives for that. We're the last people in the cinema waiting for our name to pop up on the credits, and everyone's very proud when they get to see that work, and it's just recognition of all the hard work that goes on in technology that isn't sometimes the most obvious work that happens. We're not creating the imagery, but we are contributing to the tools and technology that allow that to happen. So yeah, I definitely agree with that statement. I think it's one of the most innovative places that you can hope to hone your skills.
Thanks so much, Alex, and thank you everyone who tuned in. We really appreciate your time. Yeah, that's about it. Can wrap it up.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you.